Hello and welcome. My name is Joe Davis. I'm the developer of ClientWise. In this video, I'm going to give you a basic overview of the database and how it all hangs together, the various screen elements and so forth that are incorporated into the system itself. By way of introduction, ClientWise is a database program that's been developed using Microsoft test and tried technology, namely Microsoft Access, which has been around for many years and has stood the test of time. And it's actually the most popular database system in the world. Um, right, having said that, when you actually install ClientWise, so you can download the program from the bookitbetter.com website and then run the installation, you will then end up with an icon on the desktop, which is what we're looking at now, the ClientWise database. To actually start the program, you simply place the pointer over that icon and double click it, and that then starts the program, and there we have it. So this is what it opens up to. This is the ClientWise the client window. This acts as the hub of the whole system, and you always come back to this window if you've gone elsewhere. So I'm just going to quickly go around the various screen elements so you've got an understanding of what each screen element does. Okay, let's start right at the very top. This is called the toolbar. You've got a close button, which obviously closes the program. Then you've got a new client, so when you want to enter a new client onto the system, you'd click that button there. If you want to edit an existing client, then you would select the client first and then click on the edit button, and then you can change their details. The save, cancel and delete buttons are grayed out because we're currently not in edit mode. It's only when you're in edit mode or if you're in new client mode that those buttons then become available. So there's everything that you do in the system is quite purposeful, so there's no room for any errors. Then you've got a staff rotor, so when you click that button, a staff rotor pops up. Rather than sort of like dipping in and out of all these things right now, I'll just give you a quick overview, and then in the following videos I'll sort of delve in a bit deeper and then show you how each of those things works. Then you've got reports. If you click that, you've got like summary reports and balance of points, which again will be explained later. You've got docs. Docs is quite interesting. Basically, you can save any Word document or any digital media against your client records, so that can be stored on the system itself. So it's easily retrievable once you've actually found your the client that you're looking for. Emails and alerts. Well, you can basically very useful this element. It's for sending out emails to your clients, but you can also send out text alerts. So using SMS messaging, you can actually send out alerts and quite easily as well, either to single individuals, alerting them about forthcoming appointments, or you can do like a mass alert. Maybe as a special offer that you've got on, you want to make all your customers aware of that, then you can just send out 100 or so text messages in one go. Then you've got the admin button, which shows the lookup list. So those are the things that basically you don't need to change those very often, but every now and again you may want to add a new staff member to the system, in which case then you would click on lookup lists, and then you would see your staff member list, and you can add that person to that list there. So these are all the lists that appear in your drop down boxes when you actually start working with the program. Then you've got auto backup. Again, the program has got quite sophisticated backup a feature built into it. So for example, you can actually back up either to your local hard drive, to an external hard drive, and you can even back up to our own dedicated web storage area, so it's completely separated from your laptop or PC, just in case maybe your PC or laptop were to be stolen or destroyed in a fire, etc., etc. Then your data, your valuable data, that is, that you've put together over time, is safe, and we can restore you back to where you left off quite easily. Then you've got the reg button. The reg is when you actually purchase the software. This is where you would then register your details. Okay, underneath the toolbar we've got this calendar, which is showing 2 months at a time. You've got the back button, which is over here, which takes you back in time, so December, November 2010, and then you can also go forward in time by clicking on the forward button or the next button, and that can take you to a date in the future. And if you notice now, as I interact with this, so this date is changing in the appointment view, the 1-day appointment view. We've got a 7-day view as well. More of this in a moment. But whichever date I click on here, it then also appears there. So Wednesday, which is W, Wednesday the 15th of June. So it's shown it in full there. And that little colored square, orange square, moves around wherever you click. If I want to quickly go back to today, I click on the today marker, which is here, and it then quickly takes me back to, in this case, the 6th of May, which is today's date, and there it is showing again on the title bar. If I'm looking for a client, then I can just type any part of their name or address in this box, and then I click on Find. If I don't type anything and then click on Find, then it'll list all my clients. Now, just for demonstration purposes, I've got about just 5 clients here. They're all fictitious clients, and then you can simply click on the client detail once you've found them. So if I'm looking for Michael Hill, so if I just type Michael, M-I-C-H-A-E-L, and then click on the Find button, it then filters out that name, Michael. And then to see the details of that client, you click on it, so which then becomes highlighted, and then the details of that client appear in the client header section. So that's this area up here just below the toolbar. As you can see, all the various fields now, we've got a client number, which is useful for loyalty if you're running a loyalty scheme. When they were registered on your system, their title, Mr., Mrs., Ms, and so forth, first name, last name, their gender, male or female, date of birth. Notice when the date of birth has been entered, it automatically calculates their age as well, using decimal years, so 32.9. Then you've got referrals, so if you're being referred from maybe a magazine that you've advertised in, or a friend has referred them, again, it's useful to record that information because it may then help you in the future as to how best to focus your marketing efforts. Company name, if that's applicable, and then you've got the address line 1, 2, and then the town, county, and postcode. Notice there are drop lists here, so it makes it a lot easier to select a town or a county. And then over on the far right, then we've got a space for 2 telephone numbers, an email address, and then you've also got the option to send auto text alerts, which are only sent to 07 numbers. That's in the UK. So a 07 or an 07 number is always how a mobile phone or a cell phone number starts, with those 2 digits. So obviously text messages will only be sent to those sort of devices. So if that is ticked, send auto text alerts, then basically any appointments for that person, they will receive a reminder and you can set how soon you want that reminder sent to them, either 1 day, 2 days, 3 days before the actual appointment happens. You can send a text message and that can be sent automatically to them. And then the second text checkbox, subscribe to emails. That's if you want them, or if they want to be on your mailing list and want to be made aware of any special offers and so forth that you've got. Again, that could be quite useful from a marketing point of view. Under that, then we've got the status box. Again, the status can be anything that you want to call it. In terms of the description, I've simply got bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. So if you wanted to ascribe some form of status to your clients, then you can easily do it there. You can define it as you like using the lookup lists. And then there's room just for a small comment. You can just type what you like in there, and then if it exceeds more than 2 lines, then a vertical scroll bar will appear. It could just be like some special needs or some requirements that they've got, and so every time they have an appointment with you, you can instantly see what has to be done. This area down here now, you've got the a 1-day view, which is what I'm currently in, and this is where you can show an appointment for the given or selected day. And um, to create an appointment is very simple. You simply select the client, which I've done here now, Michael Hill, and then you scroll to the time that you want. As you can see, it runs from midnight to midnight, so it's a full 24-hour period, but the working area is 9 to 5, and you can see it's a slightly different shade there. That sort of makes that separation. And if I want to create an appointment starting at 11 o'clock, I simply double click on that time slot, and there the appointment appears. And then I can extend the appointment by selecting the initial appointment that is dropped in, and then I can extend it down and increase the length of the appointment. Or if I place the pointer on the top of the time bar, I can actually reposition it back an hour or forward an hour, or however. In this case now, it's the appointments are running in 15-minute intervals, so I can move it up and down in those 15-minute intervals. So if I move it back to 9:30, and there we have it. And if I click off it, it then becomes fixed in place. The actual color of the appointment, that is determined by the color that you've assigned to the technician who's going to be dealing with this particular person. Again, I can change that very quickly by either double clicking the appointment, in which case it then pops up the appointment details. So if I just do that now, double click it, there's the appointment details, there's the client name. So if I could choose a different client at this point, I could change the date of the appointment, I can change the arrival time, so I can do all of that manually. I can change the duration, I can change the technician who's dealing with the client. You've got loyalty points here, which can be automatically assigned, but more on that later. And there's various statuses as well. So if this is like a provisional booking, I could click on provisional. I can type in a short comment for the actual appointment, and then down in this section here we can actually put in exactly what it is they're having done. So it could be a cut and blow dry for long hair, it puts the price in for you, and then they also maybe want an intensive conditioning and possibly a scalp massage. So there's 3 things. So it's given me a total of £40. It hasn't been paid yet, but it's been put there in anticipation of payment. And then I can save that, and notice now how the color of the appointment has changed because it's gone to a different technician. Notice there's also a marker has appeared indicating that it's a provisional booking. Now if they ring up and to confirm that booking, I can click on the appointment, right click the appointment, and then this is like a quick little selector. So I can just type in a short comment, rang to confirm. So I can just type that, and then I can click on my confirm status, and at this point I can even change the technician. So let's say now Ellen is going to deal with this particular client. I click OK, and as you can see, the color has changed again, and the status marker has turned to blue. Okay, well, that's about it for this introduction video. That's just shown the basics of the actual ClientWise program. We hope that you like it. But there are several other videos you can look at now which will deal with how to create a new client, and then also show the intricacies of sending out text alerts and emails and so forth. So um, we hope that you will watch those videos and seriously consider purchasing this software for your business. Thank you very much for watching and listening.